Good evening, everyone. I want to talk about the horror going on in Okigwe now and the horror going on in the entire Igbo land. People are being killed every day in Igbo land, moreover in Okigwe now. Keeping quiet is not the solution. I remember the struggle for Biafra was started in Lagos in 1999. The present day Biafra, the new Biafra. The new Biafra I started was in 1999, September 13th. It is amazing that for 25 years, nobody, no Igbo man has been killed in Lagos because of the struggle for Biafra. Not a single of my supporters or followers has been injured in Lagos for the past 25 years. After 9 months, I came down to the east to continue the struggle for Biafra. I went to Aba to redeclare Biafra on 22nd May 2000 at Ariaria. On that particular day, 2 of my members were killed, were shot dead. Gabriel Ogu and Joseph Okereke were killed. What did they do? Were they armed? And were they have? They were carrying only flag, Biafran flag, but they were shot dead. Were they terrorists? They were ordinary citizens clamoring for Biafra, their fundamental right, but they were killed. In 2003, while heading to Umuahia with my members for a rally at Omulalo Okigwe, hundreds of my members were massacred at Omulalo Okigwe by Achudemwa government. Were they carrying arms? My commander was killed in my presence. Were they terrorists? What did they do? I was arrested and taken to Abuja. In 2006, while I was in Suleja prison, news came in that tens of my members were killed in Onitsha and thrown into Esu River by Peter Obi. Were they carrying arms? Were they terrorists? What did they do? Were they violent? So if you try to juxtapose it with what is happening in Igbo land today and in the southeast, one could rise up to say that terrorists, that are unknown gunmen, All these people who were killed all these days, what did they do? Were they unknown gunmen or were they terrorists? Were they ESN? Who killed them? It was when Joseph Kanu was in government that 2 people were killed in Aba. It was when Achukwu was the governor of Imo State that hundreds of my members were killed at Omololo Kigwe. It was when Peter Obi was the governor that tens of my members were killed and thrown into a Sioux River. But in Lagos, where I started the struggle, not a single person had been killed up to date. All these governors, are they not in the Igbo? Were they the Yorubas or the outside that killed them? On the Igbo Bugonwa. Who were the people that brought this insecurity? Politicians, Igbo politicians. They were the people that came into the organization and bifurcated it. Armed these boys to do their biddings, to rig elections for them, to do all sorts of things for them. They armed them. The politicians armed them. The Igbo politicians armed these boys. From where are these boys getting the sophisticated ammunitions they are using? Igbo politicians. Who are the people suffering it now? The masses, the common people in the villages. The politicians sponsored all these boys just to get at Uwazuruike, preaching to them that they should not mind Uwazuruike, non-violence is nothing, blah, 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 giving them money. Today we are reaping the fruits of our labor. Innocent people are being killed on a daily basis. When you arm a young man, then what do you expect him to do? He uses the arms to further his interests. When he is hungry, he kidnaps and raises money. The type of money he has not even seen before. You have given him arms, but you can't control him again. That's what we are seeing today. Then these boys are saying they are fighting for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Who should fought them? Nnamdi Kanu has been there for years. Good or bad, he deserves to be released. The Court of Appeal once ordered his release. The federal government refused to release him. Mbazlika Amechi, when he was alive, went to the presidency with other Igbo leaders asking for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. As his last wish on earth, Buhari couldn't grant that request until he died. Emmanuel Iwanya, being this President General of Ohanes Ndigbo went on the same mission. He was ignored. But Boko Haram people have been released on a regular basis in their thousands, in their hundreds, and reintegrated into the army, police, etc. Sunday Igboho was released, but Nnamdi Kanu was kept there. How do you think these boys will feel? I'm not making any case for anybody. I hate violence. That was why from the inception, I said Biafra struggle must be anchored on non-violence. And I have maintained that for 25 years. I don't support violence. But if these boys argue that their only condition is for Nnamdi Kanu to be released, why not release Nnamdi Kanu? And let us say, who else would kidnap tomorrow on behalf of Nnamdi Kanu or kill somebody for struggling to secure the release of Nnamdi Kanu? I once requested that Nnamdi Kanu could be released to me personally as a guarantor. If he's arrested or if he flees Nigeria, I should be held responsible. Maka na onye Igbo, ọ na Nnamdi Kanu onye Hausa ma onye Yoruba ọ ga-anọ ebe ahụ. Ọ ga-anọ ebe ahụ. He's being held because he's an Igbo man. And the federal government is enjoying it. Because the federal government doesn't want anything good to happen in the southeast. They're enjoying the massacre taking place in Igbo land. Because I say, if Nnamdi Kanu is a Yoruba man or an Hausa man, he would have been released ever since. Why are you keeping him? Why are you keeping him? What do you want to gain? This thing going on can never stop. The way I say it. These boys are in the bush. In the thick forest. They come out, they kidnap, they take inside the bush. They kill. They say they want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. Why not do that? Okay, if you don't want to do it because of their asking, why not do it because of prominent Igbo that have asked for his release? Nobody is anybody in Nigeria, from Igbo land in Nigeria. That's what you want to, the impression you want to create. How many Boko Haram chieftains are being tried in Nigerian courts today? Why is it Nnamdi Kanu the only person that is being tried in Nigerian court today? I'm not happy, but I'm happy for one thing. That is affecting everybody. The politicians who created this havoc cannot come to their homes today and sleep. Some of them, when their daughters want to wed, they take it to Abuja or Lagos. If their parents die, they do the funeral rites in Abuja or Lagos. That's very good, very beautiful. But my only worry is that innocent people are being killed. That's my only worry. If not, everybody's getting the pinch. When this thing was starting ab initio, I shouted, I said, this thing, This arming of these youths will bring problem in Igbo land. Nobody listened. Because the boys were serving their biddings. They were happy. They were getting at Uwazuruike. The only solution today is for Nnamdi Kanu to be released. Believe it, live it. If you want progress in Igbo land, if you want peace in the southeast, Nnamdi Kanu must be released. Because that's what the boys are asking for. And they are in the bush. And they are killing innocent people. What do you do to that? Why must you keep Nnamdi Kanu in jail? What do you want to achieve? It's very unfortunate. I didn't want to talk, but I get calls, messages from people. I told them I have told all my truth on this. I've asked the federal government to release Nnamdi Kanu. I said I mortgage my entire property to them. If Nnamdi Kanu jumps bail, hold me responsible. I'm here in Nigeria. I'm in my house now. I'm here. Hold me. Let us achieve peace in Igbo land. But they can't, because he's an Igbo man and they don't want peace in Igbo land. And they're pretending they only use Igbo for elections. Otherwise, what's there? You have held somebody for close to 5 years. Release him. You can give him conditions. You don't want to release him. And you are happy hearing all the killings going on in Igbo land. You are comfortable with it. Innocent people are killed on a daily basis. It doesn't touch the government, the federal government. And we have been pleading. If Igbo politicians are serious, I ask the National Assembly members of the National Assembly members of Igbo land or Igbo extraction to walk out, say they walk out in the Senate and the House of Representatives and insist that you will come back until Nnamdi Kanu is released to show seriousness. Because this is what the people want. If you say Nnamdi Kanu has been released in the past, he jumped bail, he did this, and so what? You give me another chance. Nnamdi Kanu is by far better than Boko Haram people that have been massacring, killing people in the north. And none of them is being tried as of today. So what is there? What is there? Somebody spoke and read the Biafra, and so what? What about Boko Haram? What about Sunday Boho? Well, that's what I just want to say for now, because people have been calling me, making all sorts of insinuations. Why not talk? Why are you keeping quiet? Blah, 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 blah. What do you want me to say? The root cause of the whole matter is that these boys say, release our master. And they have a reason. Because no Boko Haram chieftain is tried in any court in Nigeria today. Sunday Boho has been released since. They have a reason to demand that Nnamdi Kanu will be released. Or what do you think? What do you say? or because Nnamdi Kanu is an Igbo man, and so what? Won't he be relieved? Will he die in detention? He won't die. I feel so angry na ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo. And ndị Igbo unu ahụ na n'ọhịa unu na-akọsị unu kpọrọ onwe unu ashị. Mgbe a na-ekwu ugbu a unu si na asị unu mere nke eme nke ọzọ. Ọ bụrụ na ndị Igbo dị n'otu, ihe na-eme unu taa ga na-eme unu. Unu oche na ndị ọzọ hụrụ unu n'anya, ahapụ obodo unu ya na-ala n'ihi. Enwe onye n'ime unu ga-alata taa gaa na vileji ga na-arahụ ụra. Ọ bụrụ na ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo taa, ọ bụrụ na ọ na-ala Yoruba ma ọ la Hausa, ọ ga-adị otu a. Ọ ga-adị otu a, enweghị ga-ekwe ka o mee. A ga-solve the problem. Mana ihe onye ọbụla ji gbachicha nkịtị maka na ọ n'ala Igbo. Ọ n'ala Igbo. Ụmụaka na-akpa mkpamkpa. Ụmụaka na-akpa mkpamkpa. Ile ha anya mmiri juru ha obi. Ha na-ele ụmụaka ibe ha ndị Hausa egude ha asị ndị Boko Haram eme pati were ha tinye na police tinye na amị nke ha na-agbagbusi ha. Ihe m na-ajụ all the time si Lagos lata n'ala Igbo egbogbusigo ụmụaka, enwere ka ebu egbe mgbe ahụ ka enwere ka eji mma. Gịnị ka ha mere? Ndị agha egburu ma na Aba ma na Ụmụlọlọ ma na Ọnịsha, gịnị ka ha mere? Enwere ka ebu egbe mgbe ahụ mgbe igbukọtara mmadụ ga-achọwa iseve onwe ya, ọ da self defense. Ụmụaka eburule n'egbe. Uwazuruike ekwukwala m unu hapụ Nnamdi Kanu. Let us see how it goes. If Nnamdi Kanu comes out today, then if tomorrow you are caught kidnapping, you'll be asked, why are you kidnapping? You will say Nnamdi Kanu again. You will mention his name because he's out. But if you continue to hold Nnamdi Kanu, they tell you it's because of Nnamdi Kanu they are doing this. And you check, is it Nnamdi Kanu that has committed any crime in Nigeria? No. How many people are being tried in Nigeria for similar offenses? Nobody. How do you think they will feel? They feel, oh, we are not human beings. Oh, we are not part of the country. That's what.
Honestly, to me, it is shocking to hear that message. I mean, the message you just finished watching from our father, our brother, our uncle, our cousin, leader, non-leader, whatever you may choose to address him with, Mazi Raf Uwazuruike. You see, when I first saw this video this morning, I really don't want to bring it to my platform. Not until I went through the video line by line and I found out that he really make a very good impact on that video. Despite the fact that he uses a general, our own language. I would prefer he use a general language so that every Tom and Jerry, every Dick and Harry will understand what he said. But notwithstanding, if you want to know exactly what he said, please go and look for a translator. Because this message is not for only Igbos alone. It's supposed to be worldwide. The killings, most especially what happened during his own term as a Masob leader. Oju Zokalo killed. Atiku Denwa killed. Peter Obi also killed. Whereas, when he started the journey from Lagos, 9 good months, where people were protesting, people were going meetings, people were gathering in different places for this Masob movement when he started 1999, no any single soul was lost in Lagos, not until he relocated to the southeast. You can as well understand or agree with me that our problem is not life from the outside. Our problem lies within ourselves. Yes, so he made a very vital point on that message, even donating himself as a scapegoat if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does anything funny. But I want to correct him there, elder and also leader. Please, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not jump bell. So please, I don't want you to be using that language. If this message could get to him, we need to we need to let him know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never jump bell and we never jump bell. What happens in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's father's house in 2017 September precisely It's something that even you, where Uwazuruike, if such a thing happens to you and you find a way to escape, you will run for your life. They keep a court date to rule on the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and then invited military to organize what they call Operation Python Dance in his father's house. And we lost over 28 to 30 people. Innocent Biafrans who are in that residence the day the thing happened. And then you come out to tell us that he will not jump bail again. They will say he will jump bail. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never jumped bail. Even Supreme Court, Appeal Court, High Court have already ruled on this case that he never jumped bail. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu escaped by whiskers. If not, he would have been a dead man today. And if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could have died on that 2017, I don't know the situation of Nigeria today. Maybe by now would have gotten Biafra. But I don't say his blood should be spared for Biafra to come. But for him, he is ready to die for this Biafra cause. For him, not for me, not my own wish. I wish for him to be alive to see the Biafra stand and also see the Biafra walking. But for him, he said, I am a dead man, that the only thing that can resurrect him is the independence of Biafra. He made it very clear on one of his interviews with Dele Mahmoud. When they asked him, are you not afraid of your life? He said, I am a dead man already. The only thing that can bring me back to life is the independence of Biafra. So do not come and twist my word that I never wish Mazi Nnamdi Kanu good. He made that comment by himself. So if I second to his comment, you will not. It is not enough reason for you to come down and say, I always want him dead. I never speak positive thing about him. I'm always negativity in my broadcast. I never done that. And I can never, this will never be the first time I start to do this. So let us focus on the subject matter, which is Uwazuruike have done more than enough. What even our politicians have never done in the floor of the assembly. By saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released to him. If anything happens, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu act funny or anything, to hold him responsible. In other words, I will already tell you that, please take me in and leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let him go. Because Uwazuruike have already said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have the capacity, sorry for that gap. He have the capacity, he have the strength, he have the wisdom, and also the intellect to guide Biafrans to victory in anything that got to do with this our Biafran struggle. How many of Igbos, how many of our leaders, both past and present, can be able to make such a comment? Is there anybody who have ever come out and make such a comment and said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released on his behalf? Chukwuemeka Soludo, who made it is simply because then he was not vying for second term until they warned him that if you continue making that statement of releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to you, you are not going to get a second time. Then he changed and said, no need to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because when you release him, the insecurity will not stop. We all are here. When Chukwuemeka Soludo was on top of his voice, just period to his, I think maybe 1 month when they elected him into office. Hey, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should release me, it seemed to me. He went and meet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all this blah, 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 blah. At the point when they warned him, the people who put him there, because he is just a stooge who saw his hand in blood, he killed Azoka because they want to impeach him. That is the level, the kind of crime they are committing in that our Biafraland because of power. Igbos are not being known to be shedding blood, but look at what we have today. Because Igbo land have been infiltrated with so many blood of idiots, blood of criminals and blood of terrorists. Then killing who their fellow human being now to them is just like killing a chicken. And our land keep on desecrating. They keep on desecrating our lands. Well, you have heard it from the horse's mouth. I don't know what else you want me to say. At this juncture, I think we need to just allow you to drop your own. What do you think about, what is your take on what Ralph Uwazuruike just finished talking? What is your take? Do you agree with him? Or do you as well label him all manner of names? Yes, I was among those who label him all manner of names. Not until I saw this video and I said he earned my respect by making this comment. Yes, some people can go astray and at a point they decided to turn back home. Fine and good, he have done that because in the past he was fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but now he have faced the reality to know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because for Uwazuruike to come out to make this kind of comment, he have already known the kind of offer that been given Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 2015 to 2017 and from 2021 to 2025, which is the same offer they gave to him and he accepted. So for him to make that comment, you have already seen that young man is somebody who have a heart of a lion, who can stand for his own people no matter what, no matter come rain, come sunshine. He said, I will stand for them. No matter if anything way you do, I will never succumb. So for him to come out and make that a comment that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released to him, he will stand as a guarantor. And in fact, he is ready to give up his freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He have said something. He have asked questions. And maybe his dirty doctors, either afar, whatever, have told him that this guy will never give up Biafra no matter what, unless death do them part. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have signed. Only death can do Mazi Nnamdi Kanu part with this Biafran struggle. Only death. Minus death, there's nothing you can offer Mazi Nnamdi. He have lost everything. He have lost everything. He lost his parents on the cause of this, and you expect him to accept your cheap offer? No, it's not done that way. Anyway, my wonderful people, I will not take much of your time. I have said mine. What about you? What do you have to say concerning this matter? Drop it at the comment section of this video. And as you're watching, please subscribe to my channel, like, share, comment, and make sure that this video goes viral. Uwazuruike have earned my respect from this day onwards, unless along the line he deviated again, because on Abia, maybe after making this comment, they will call him now, give him one post or give him credit his account, then he will turn again, because that is what is happening with our Igbo people. Once he made mention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they will credit your account and your tongue will change. But as for now, you have earned my respect. I don't know about you. So let us discuss more at the comment section. Until I come your way again, I still remain Okulora One Nation, and Nami, they give you this information. Please subscribe. Give me